Loader rebar. Hello, how we doing? Hello. All right. Good day for rebar. Week 12, Monday. All right, guys. Monday morning, week 12. We're going to be starting on a new kind of project today as part of the house build. Is we're going to make a turnaround in here. We're going to have a turnaround right in here. This is part of the family property over here. It's not our property, but it's part of the family that we bought our property from. My wife's mother's side, the maternal side of her family, and so this is part of the original 2,000 square meter lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig these plants up here for these neighbors that live here. We're going to replant them for them, and then we are going to come in here. We're going to clear this out right in here, and we're making a driveway here, a turnaround. So in the event we have trucks that come here, they can come in here and turn around, and we can also use a pickup and stuff here. Create some space up here on the front, and what we're going to do is we are going to come in here and we are going to chop this out right through here and kind of make a big loop in here in between these coconut trees you see here. It's going to be a big loop in here because the plan right now is to have cement trucks come and a pumper to pour the second slab, second floor of our house, and they're going to need somewhere to turn around, and this is where it's going to be. So more to follow, and probably here at the making good progress here. Making real good progress. All right. Yeah. Okay, yeah, kind of come in here. Yeah, we can clear out some of these big rocks here. Quite a few rocks in here, but they could probably drive in here. Let's put that's a cool spot for you. That's good. Yeah. A load of coconut lumber for scaffolding. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3 lamps up there. Up here Monday afternoon, just all of a sudden we had a quick downpour here. Looks like they are getting ready to put some more brick in here. Hollow block, I guess I should say, not brick. Starting that up. They poured 2, 3, they poured all 4 columns today. So we got that taken care of, and hopefully tomorrow they can frame up and pour 4 more, and we will be done with the columns. Little combat offload here. It is a dump truck, so they dump the wood. Alright guys, Tuesday morning, bright and early, had a little rainstorm this morning. Kind of nice, kind of keeps the dust down, I guess. I don't know what else to say, there's not really a lot of dust here, but because everything's so green. But let me get a tape on these this lumber we got here yesterday, and so we're talking prices, we can figure out what we got here. So this lumber here is dimensional, it's inch and a half by, what do we got there? All right, 3 inches, inch and a half by 3 inches by 10 foot. Those are 10 footers. All right. Like 100. I think we paid 115 pesos this time. I think the first load we got we paid 130 pesos per stick, and this time we paid 115 per stick, for each stick, which is pretty inexpensive. Coconut lumber, probably just locally here, milled. You know, I don't think this was cut with a chainsaw, but because it's all pretty much the same, but they do it with chainsaw, so we're looking good. We are looking good. All right, here we are, Wednesday morning. You guys are working on the scaffolding. Hello, John Steve, how are you? Good. You going to school?
No, we have an event today.
Oh, okay. All right, good to be in school, right? Yeah. All right, go have fun.
Thank you.
Okay. I'll put you on YouTube. I'll make you famous.
Hi, guys.
All right, be safe.
Thank you.
With those fancy riding shoes of yours, Crocs. Hope they don't fall off while you're riding. All right. There he comes. He'll come see you. He said, "Oh, someone's here to see me." Oh, you're going too to Tagby?
Yeah, go.
And so here we are, digging things out, putting these light beams in here for the hollow block. We're going to be going around the whole perimeter to do that. Lots of more shovel work, keeping the rock out of the way. And more scaffolding so they can get up nice and high on top of those columns, I guess. There's the big pile of stirrups or buckles. How many are how many you gonna make?
More than 700 pieces.
Wow, 700. A lot of work. All right. They have their little jig they set up there. Over that there. Alright, here we go, another setting up the beams. Let's see where they tie it into the column there. And is out here cleaning up this field here. This is going to be used for our turnaround spot when the cement trucks come. If in fact that is what we go with. That's going to be the plan here. So we've got this all pretty much chopped out, and then we'll burn everything up here. I'll save this for firewood for Lolita's mom probably. And yeah. I'm not here to see. There should be enough room. We'll have to do some jackhammering out here because there is some pretty high rocks out here that need to be taken out. Some of these are loose, but like this right here, these big rocks here, just sort of jackhammer to them, knock them down so it can be drivable in here. This is looking back towards the right-of-way, the driveway, the roadway, whatever you want to call it. So this should give us dump trucks, once we get the kind of the bigger rocks knocked down with the jackhammer, should give us enough of a right-of-way to enough of a turnaround spot for trucks that come down here. Alright guys, here we are, Wednesday afternoon. The crew is just leaving. There goes Joshua, heading out on the tricycle. That's the Harita family tricycle. My wife bought that for the family there. It's got the Carolyn line on it. So Joshua's a runner. He's a neighbor boy next door to the Harita family, and he runs the neighbor. He goes to get stuff. So we let him use that. He's a very helpful young man. And I think I got some moist. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're putting this scaffolding. I call it scaffolding, but it's also bracing. And if you can see, they got cross bracing up here. This is the front of the house here. You can see they've got the cross bracing on there, and that is up there. If I'm 100%, if I'm right, which I think I am, is that's where the columns are going to be, right up at that level right there, where kind of that the top of that stuff goes. They're going to be rebar columns that are going to tie into all them columns, and they're going to go around the house, and that is going to tie everything together. And I'll get a picture here from the video from the back. So I suspect we'll start seeing the columns, the rebar start to get up there probably by the end of the week. It's Wednesday now. They'll they probably be pretty close to being done tomorrow, forming this up, and then they can start putting the rebar up there and framing it up, not forming it up, and we'll go there. We also got our lights to work. Our lights are working on here. I'll try to come back out here and get a picture of this in a little bit. There's one problem in that corner right over there. The column is not wide enough for the lights. We have 3 lights that are like this, and that column over there is not quite wide enough. So that's the great thing about concrete. They'll just make the column wider. So we'll have that to do. We've got a couple rain showers today. It kind of sucks working in the rain. It's kind of quagmire down in here, but the guys are used to it. So here's a little bit different view. This is from the rear of the house, and standing on this pile of hollow block that's up here. You get a nice breeze when you get up a little, just 6 or 8 feet. You get a nice breeze. You can feel the breeze come through. It's kind of nice. That's why the house, I want to have an open deck on the back, so you can feel the breeze coming through here. It's to cool you down. So here they are. You can see they've got this built up, and these cross braces here, and that is where I believe the beams are going to rest. There'll be a plywood on the bottom of that, and the beams will sit on that top of that plywood, and they'll be tied into all these columns here, and it'll go around the whole outside perimeter of the house there to tie in all the columns, which if you look, all the columns have been poured. We got 4 rows of 5, so we got 20 columns. They've all been poured, and looking good. And then after they get the beams poured, then we're going to pour the slab for the second floor, and that's going to be interesting because either we're going to have to do it by hand using our cement mixer and lots of people, which is doable. And you just keep that wet edge and just keep working it. Our foreman says you probably have to work 18 hours to do it, but they can do it. Or we're going to use cement trucks and a pump, and that's why we had the side lot right over there cleared out, so that if the trucks, we do go that route, they are having a place to turn around. They'll have to come in there, and they can turn around there and then go back out. What it really is going to depend on is whether the cement company, the company that has the trucks, is willing to come in here and do it. The road is not that great. It's a little narrow road, but there's no turnaround spot, so we've created that. And then there's an S-curve in it up here, and it's like 7 feet wide, and it's an S-curve, and it's kind of tight. I got to do a 2-point in a little Toyota Hilux pickup. Sometimes a 3-way if somebody's parked their motorbike there. But what we're planning on doing is either moving the fences to eliminate some of the S-turn, which we may still have to do that. But also, we made contact with the vacant lot. There's an old house on there. I did a video about it, kind of what's happening in the barangay. I'll put that right up here on the top here, so if you want to see that link, or maybe I'll put it down below, or I'll put it somewhere. But you can see that the corner that we got to try to get through. And so we talked to the owner of the lot where the abandoned house is, the roofless house. They live out in Iligan City in Mindanao, and so my wife went over with her mom, and they made a phone call today to the owner of that house, and they said, yeah, no problem. If you want to drive through where you are, not a problem. Do whatever you got to do. So that's what's going to happen, and that will hopefully give us another option when we talk to the cement truck drivers, and they come out and scout it out and see if it's doable. So that's where we are, guys. It is Wednesday. I'm going to kind of sit up here for a minute. Maybe I can get a picture of the lights when they come on, and everybody will see what it looks like. And those are the for the columns. Just give them, those are the old forms for the columns that they took down. Using those for platforms for walking, make it a little easier. It's amazing to watch these guys. They walk on these little, I don't know, they're not 2x4s, they're like 1x3s. Well, I don't know what you want to call them. There's coconut lumber here. And they're walking on them with their chanelas, which are what we call flip-flops. They're slippers. And they're just walking on them like it's, like they got their shoes on and everything. I can't even get on the ladder with my my slippers on. It just rubs me the wrong way, makes me feel uneasy. Like my slipper's going to go flying up and I'm going to fly off with it. So anyways, it's a cultural thing. So they wear those things like they're boots. And there we are, guys. All right, I'll come back with some lights here in a minute. Thanks. All right, guys. There's our lights on our fence right there. We went every other post. And of course, now we kind of regret it. We kind of maybe wish we went every post. That's where we ran the wires to, or the electrician ran the wires. So that's what we asked him to do, was to run the wires right there. And so they have solar lights that, you can see over here. I got a solar light right up over there in between them, kind of as a walkway. It's just a temporary fix there. I got one behind us back there too, kind of where we can, when we pull in, we can also, my wife can see the kitchen there. And well, there's our lights right there on the front post. As I mentioned earlier, there should be a light behind that tree right there on that third corner post, but we'll resolve that issue later. Not a high priority right now, but there are the lights on the front.